Good day, everyone. It is our pleasure to present to you our actual research. I am Rosalie Destura, Master Teacher 1 of Pasong Langka Elementary School, and my proponent is Dr. Eleuteria M. Pasiolan, Public Schools District Supervisor of Silang. Our research is the effectiveness of Project DMAS as an intervention in improving mastery of multiplication basic facts of grade 5 pupils at Pasong Langka Elementary School. Introduction and Rationale. Basic math facts mastery is very important in teaching mathematics in the elementary level because they form the building blocks or foundation of higher level math concept. To strengthen reading and numeracy program, Department of Education implemented DepEd Order Number 12, Series 2015 on guidelines on the early language literacy and numeracy program. Professional development component. This program will develop in Filipino children literacy and numeracy skills and attitudes which will contribute to lifelong learning. Numeracy is important for individuals to develop logical thinking and reasoning strategies in their everyday activities. Based on the result of the diagnostic test in mathematics in the first quarter for the school year 2019-2020, Pasong Langka Elementary School got the average mean percentage score, MPS, of 43.61, which fall under the level of did not meet the expectations in their performance in the diagnostic test. Apprehensive with the problem of non-mastering multiplication basic facts, the researchers prompted to conduct this study. This study sought to find the effectiveness of Project DMAS, downloaded multiplication activity sheets in improving mastery of multiplication basic facts of grade 5 pupils at Pasong Langka Elementary School, District of Silang, Division of Cavite as basis for an action plan school year 2019-2020. Research questions. Specifically, this study sought answers to the following questions. 1. What are the pretest mean scores in multiplication basic facts of grade 5 pupils? 2. What are the post-test mean scores in multiplication basic facts of grade 5 pupils? 3. How significant is the difference between the pre-test and post-test mean scores in multiplication basic facts? 4. Based on the result of the study, what best practices and strategies that can be proposed to enhance multiplication basic facts of grade 5 pupils? Scope and limitation. This study conducted to determine the effectiveness of Project DMAS in improving mastery of basic multiplication facts of grade 5 pupils at Pasong Langka Elementary School, District of Silang, Division of Cavite, school year 2019-2020, which was the basis for a proposed action plan. The participants in this study were 29 grade 5 pupils who fell under the level did not meet the expectations in their performance in the diagnostic test. Methodology. The study used of quantitative research and pre-experimental in nature. In pre-experimental design, one group exposed to a treatment or condition and measured afterwards to see if there were any effects. One group pre-test, post-test study was employed in this research. The target pupils were treated using Project DMAS.
Result and discussion. Pretest means mean scores in multiplication basic facts of grade 5 pupils. Shown in the table 2, the pretest mean score in multiplication basic facts of grade 5 pupils. Pretest mean score in multiplication basic facts on grade 5 pupils. Table 2 shows that in the pretest, the highest score is 89 and the lowest score is 11. The obtained mean is 38.66 with a standard deviation of 21.01. The result of the pretest showed that the performance of the participants in multiplication basic facts is 4 before the intervention was applied. This finding is supported by the study of Marzano, 2010, as cited by Nobleza, 2013, on learning to multiply and teaching multiplication facts, found out that the reason why pupils fail to master multiplication basic facts are because the pupils have insufficient practice and perceive that the task seems so daunting. Number 2, FOSTES mean score in multiplication basic facts of grade 5 pupils. Table 3 shows the FOSTES mean score in multiplication basic facts of grade 5 pupils. Table 3 reveals that in the FOSTES, the highest score is 100 and the lowest score is 43. The obtained mean is 85.38 with a standard deviation of 18.79. The result of the FOSTES shows that the performance of the participants in multiplication basic facts is very good after the intervention was utilized. This finding is similar to the study of Inan and Ercos 2017 that found out that according to this result, it can be said that the preparation of math worksheet according to students' different intelligence field can positively influence the academic achievement of the students. Learning materials are important because they can significantly increase student achievement. And number 3, significant difference between the pretest and the FOSTES mean score in multiplication basic facts. Table 4 shows the result of paired sample t-tests of significant difference in the pretest and FOSTES mean score in multiplication basic facts. Based from the table, the computed t-value of 16.62 is higher than the critical values of 2.048 and 2.763 at 0.05 and 0.01 levels of confidence, respectively, with 28 degrees of freedom. The null hypothesis is rejected, and the alternative hypothesis that there is a significant difference between the pretest and the FOSTES mean score in multiplication basic fact is accepted. This means that Project DMAS is an effective intervention in improving pupils' mastery of multiplication basic facts. It is further proven from the study of Lee 2014 cited that instructional written materials play important roles as teachers' agent in effective teaching practices. Worksheets are one of the most frequently used materials.
4. Propose best practices and strategies that can enhance the multiplication basic facts of grade 5 pupils. The following best practices and strategies were memorization of multiplication table range 1 to 10, one-step game, multiplication fluency, and multiplication frenzy chart. The study of Bauer 2013 revealed that a variety of strategies and methods exist for teaching student multiplication facts. These differences include the medium used like written facts or activity sheets, verbal outcomes for understanding, and the amount of repeated exposures. By having an understanding of these strategies, facilitators can help students become proficient with their factual recall. For the conclusion recommendation, the following conclusions were drawn. 1. Mathematics performance of the participants in the pretest of multiplication basic facts is poor before the intervention was applied. 2. Mathematics performance of the participants in the post-test of multiplication basic facts is very good after intervention was utilized. 3. There was a significant difference between the pretest and post-test mean scores in multiplication basic facts. 4. The proposed best practices and strategies that can enhance the multiplication basic facts of grade 5 pupils were memorization of multiplication table range 1 to 10, one-step game, multiplication, fluency, and multiplication frenzy chart. Based from the findings and conclusion of the study, the following are highly recommended. 1. Utilize Project DMAS to improve the mastery and multiplication basic facts among our pupils. 2. Administrators should encourage teachers to employ Project DMAS in mathematics. 3. Similar studies should be conducted using larger samples so that more general conclusions can be drawn regarding Project DMAS. And 4, the proposed best practices and strategies utilized in the study are highly recommended for implementation. Thank you, and God bless us all.